Welcome to Toy Review Land. Today we're going to open up some more Marvel Spider-Man stuff. I'm on a quest to get more Spider-Man toys, so today we're going to open up 3 more of the Marvel 500 blind bags, which I think are really cool. And we're going to also take a look at a Marvel Ultimate Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six action figure, which I think looks awesome. So let's open up our blind bags first, and here are the 4 that we've already found from the Marvel 500 bags. We got Doc Ock, who looks really cool. We got Sandman, who has been kind of hanging around a lot lately. Red She-Hulk, who is awesome. And we got Hawkeye and his big pink boots. So let's open up another one of these bags and see who we have in this one. And this is Series 3, by the way. And let's take a look. Here is our card. And who did we get? Oh, look at this. We got the Winter Soldier. That is really cool, and he's going to be in a movie coming up really soon. I am excited to see the Marvel Civil War movie. That looks awesome. And I like this figure. He's got his silver arm and his big red star. That is really cool. They put a little more color on this figure. Oh, that is really cool. And his big gigantic gun. Well, that is an awesome one. Let's take a quick look at the card that comes with it again. Here are all the different ones we can get. There's all kinds of really cool figures in this one. I love the Ghost. Look at Ironmonger. A-Bomb is in here. Rhino. I like this one. Iron Man Mark 1. Oh, look at this one. Red World War-Hulk. Holy cow, that's a mouthful. And then here's the Winter Soldier we just opened. And then on the back, there are a bunch more of them. Look at this one. Ant-Man's in here. Captain America. That is really awesome. So there are a ton of really cool ones to collect. So let's take a look at our second bag and let's see if we get a new one. And in this one, oh my gosh, look at this. We got the Iron Man Mark 1. That is awesome. This is such a cool one. I loved this design in the movie. It was so cool. And look at that. That is awesome. The Iron Man suit that started it all. Whoa. And he's got his little repulsors in his hands and his big one in his chest. That is so cool. Oh, I love that one. And I love this silver color. Well, I am pretty happy with that one. That is awesome. Let's set Iron Man right there. And let's take a look at our last Marvel 500 blind bag and see who we get. And in this one, oh wow, look at this. We got the regular She-Hulk. Oh, that is cool. I love her purple outfit. That looks so cool against her green skin. Oh, that is awesome. Well, we got both She-Hulks. That is really cool. I'm going to put the Winter Soldier over there and they can both strike a pose together. That is awesome. Well, that is really cool. I love all 3 of those characters that we found. So let's take a look at this Ultimate Spider-Man versus Sinister Six action figure. And of course, it is Spider-Man, and he is looking really awesome. And I liked this one a lot. They had another Spider-Man who was armored, but I really like the regular looking Spider-Man. And look at this. They look very similar. This is another Ultimate Spider-Man figure, and I'm excited to compare them both. So let's take a look at the back of the box. So here is Spider-Man, and he comes with this crazy looking like web cannon thing. And check this out. Here are a couple other figures you can get. Rhino, he looks pretty cool. Here's the armored Spider-Man. That one looks pretty awesome. And Agent Venom in his sweet looking motorcycle. So let's open this one up and take a look. So check out Spidey. He is looking pretty awesome. And you can move his head around, which I really like. And I love the way they designed his costume. They did a really great job, like with all the spider webs all over his suit. And the back looks really cool. I really like that. And check this out. You can move his arms and his, he bends at the elbow, which is really cool. And look at his arms move around a lot on a ball joint, which is pretty awesome. Look at that. So you can really pose his arms a lot on this figure. And his legs bend and his knees bend. That is really cool. So you can bend both his legs up and he can kind of squat down in a crazy position. So I think that is pretty awesome. You can't bend him all over the place, but he is pretty articulated, which I really like. So this Spider-Man is way more articulated than my old Spider-Man figure, and this is a Web Warriors figure, and we looked at this a long time ago. And this one you can move his arms only up and down, not side to side, but you cannot bend them at the elbows. And his legs only go straight up. That's it. So he can only kick. He cannot bend his leg down. So I am really impressed with this figure. I think he is awesome. And even though I like these figures, they look really cool, you can't really move them around that much. And this one, you can move Spidey all over the place. So that is really cool. So I am very impressed so far with this figure. Now let's check out his crazy looking spider cannon thing. So look at this. That's wild. And you put this in like that, I think. Oops. So I think this crazy looking whatever this is, I'm not quite sure, goes in there like that, and then you can push it from the back and it shoots out. That's pretty cool. So let's load it up and let's put it on Spider-Man's hand. Whoa! You wouldn't think you'd need this big gigantic cannon thingy, but it's fun. So let's see if we can take out our other Spider-Man. And a 1, and a 2, and a... oh! We missed. Let's try one more time. This time I think I'll just hold it. It's kind of hard with Spider-Man holding it. So here we go. And a 1, and a 2. Oh my gosh, we missed again. Well, I can't... we gotta try it again. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, bam! We hit him! And we took out Doc Ock. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty fun. So that is pretty cool. And Spidey, let's see if he can hold his big, ginormous cannon thingy. He can. That's awesome. So what do you think of all the figures we opened today? I really like the Marvel 500 characters we found. Iron Man Mark 1 is really awesome. She-Hulk is super cool. I really, really like that one. And Winter Soldier is looking pretty tough. And I totally love this Spider-Man figure. He's super articulated, which is really cool. His big crazy cannon is really awesome. And he wasn't that expensive, so I think that is a great figure. And let me know in the comments which of these guys is your favorite. And if you like this video, why don't you go ahead and subscribe by clicking on the great big orange subscribe button. And to watch some more Fun Toy videos, click on one of the pictures. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.